office, Mrs. Stephens. The chicken pie and lemon sherbet really hit the spot.
Well, I'm sorry it wasn't a bit more elegant, but I really didn't have the time.
Nonsense, girl. I admire your lack of pretension. It's an excellent quality.
Thank you. Oh, Daddy, I'm so glad you popped in.
Yes.
This is my father, Mr. Bliss Sr., Mr. Bliss Jr., and you remember Larry Tate.
Maurice? Oh, please don't let me interrupt. Please go on.
Well, Stephens, let's get down to business. What have you got in your mind?
There he goes.
I'll give you odds.
Before we get to the business at hand, why don't we make ourselves comfortable?
That's dirty pool.
Gentlemen, we call this meeting to present an entirely new concept before you decide where to place your account.
Very well. I assume that.
And frankly, we're delighted, in view of McMahon and Tate's superior reputation in the business. Aren't we, Dad?
Go ahead, Darren.
Mr. Bliss, I firmly believe that we should present our original campaign, which we think is more modern and up-to-date.
Right. Wrong. What are you talking about?
When I went along with your conservative approach, it was based on my knowledge of what you wanted.
How did you know what I wanted?
Call it instinct.
Instinct.
After careful consideration, I'm sorry to say that I find your advertising ideas unimaginative and pedestrian.
Darren, what kind of a joke is this?
Now, Tate, let the boy talk. At least he has the courage of his convictions. You got to give him that.
That and 2 weeks' notice.
You were saying, Stephens?
Well, Mr. Bliss, getting your account is not our main purpose. Our objective is to provide you with a campaign that, in our opinion, will increase your sales, which, believe me, your present campaign will not do.
Darren, about that 2 weeks' notice. Make it 24 hours, starting yesterday.
Why, Tate? It makes perfect sense to me.
That's why I'm backing him 100%.
I admire Stephens' integrity.
Integrity is our hallmark.
Too bad I can't agree with his advertising concepts.
Darren, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Integrity doesn't feed the bulldog.
Well, taking up enough of your time. Silas, come along.
Wait a minute, Mr. Bliss. Stephens doesn't have the last word at McMahon and Tate. I do. He isn't even with the company anymore. Mr. Bliss, please listen.
Okay, Maurice. Your magic watch threw the Bliss account right on my lap. Okay, I've just thrown it out.
My boy, you've completely shattered my lack of faith in mortal behavior. You're supposed to be motivated almost entirely by greed, don't you know that?
Daddy, why don't you admit that Darren's something special?
Some divine power prevents me.
What divine power?
Me.
Modesty is not one of his faults.
I may be ill.
You see, Maurice, a man who has everything doesn't need witchcraft. You have a lot to learn about human beings.
I beg your pardon?
I hope you're going to take this little setback graciously.
Don't I always?
Now, Daddy. Daddy, are you through?
I don't think so. I won't say another word.
Say something. It would be a lot cheaper.
That's what he calls gracious?
And for Daddy, that's gracious.
Now I'll take my leave of this mundane establishment and be off to Mount Olympus, where the gods and I will laugh to scorn your mortal folly.
Daddy always was one for big exits. Darren, I'm so glad you're home.
A son can be such a comfort to a poor, wretched mother.
How's your head?
Oh, don't ask, dear. Why should I bore you with the details of my throbbing pain?
I think what you need is a little fresh air. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Uh-oh, what?
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do you think you could choke down a little milk toast?
Samantha, I want to know what you're uh-ohing about.
Oh, nothing.
People do not uh-oh about nothing.
Well, it's nothing that would interest you.
Is that funny aunt of yours still here?
Yes. As a matter of fact, she's out on the patio.
With your estranged husband.
Cute couple, aren't they?
You know, I think I will try just a bit of fresh air after all, for my headache.
Well, all in all, I've written well over 500 rhymes for children. I'm proud to say that they're still popular.
Oh, yes, yes. You know, one of my favorites was, how does it go now? Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
You know, one thing you can say about Frank, he's polite chatting with that old lady about rub-a-dub-dub.
Actually, one of the very first I wrote was about Jack Sprat and his wife. Would you like me to tell you how that came to be?
Yes, I would. But first, let's talk about us. Now, why did I say that? You were going to tell me about Jack Sprat.
Well, you remember how the line went? His wife could eat no lean.
Long-winded, isn't she?
Well, the goose, this is fascinating. And perhaps you'll tell me more when we take a spin in my new carriage.
That would be delightful.
A spin in my new carriage? I don't have a new carriage.
Your old one will do.
I don't even have an old one.
Why go any place? I enjoy your company right here.
Do you mind?
Oh, not at all.
You know, I've been thinking.
I'll bet you have. About the new life waiting for you.
New life?
Oh, yes. After the divorce, you'll get an exciting job.
Job?
Probably in electronics.
I don't know anything about electronics.
Oh, I bet you can hardly wait.
Oh, I could wait a little while.
Why wait? You certainly don't have to worry about how Dad's going to take it.
Oh, he's going to be very happy with Mother Goose.
Hey! What I saw could not possibly have happened.
What did you see?
Mother Goose just changed into a goose.
Oh, it must be the sherry. That's Italian sherry, very strong.
Oh, no, Samantha. Let's face facts. I'm starting to see things.
Mother Goose! Mother Goose, where have you gone?
Oh, dear, I wonder if I sneezed another no-no. Another no-no.
Mother Goose! Mother Goose!
It's all right. We only think we're seeing a pair of glasses hanging in midair. We only thought we saw a pair of glasses hanging in midair. I only thought I was talking to a goose.